It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, sometimes welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. And like G-Man promised just a little bit earlier, we're diving into the world of dairy and dairy-free options. But milk definitely plays a vital role in our overall health, right? Especially for our bones and teeth. And I think due to its rich nutrient content, however, things like lactose intolerance are affecting up to 68% of the global population. And I think many people suffer discomfort after dairy consumption. But thankfully, with the rise of plant-based milk alternatives and lactose-free milk like CLOVER's LAC, you have the freedom to enjoy all of your favorite milk-based drinks and meals. But joining us this morning to take us through the alternatives, we've got registered dietitian Kim Hofmann coming through once again to debunk all the myths we have in this space. Kim, how are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm fantastic. I love the fact that we are practically diving into the subject right now and really debunking a lot of myths. So before we get into it, I see a couple of varieties of options that I think would be, let's say, alternatives to milk, right?
Yes.
So we're looking at something like, I see it's almond milk, we've got oat and soy, I believe.
Soy,
yeah.
correct. Yes.
That is correct, right? And
that is correct.
And these are drinks that would potentially be used as an alternative when you possibly have like an intolerance to gluten, or, oh, sorry, not gluten, an intolerance in lactose.
That would be the lactose intolerance.
Yes.
If you're lactose intolerant, these are milks or alternatives that you can use because they don't contain lactose,
okay,
so your body won't react to them.
Okay, so is this something then that's obviously suitable for someone that has a lactose intolerance?
Correct.
Okay. Now, not only that, but is it something that could possibly replace dairy altogether if someone is lactose intolerant? Could they use this as a full-on replacement and still get that sort of nutritional box ticked?
So it's a replacement in terms of what it can do for us. We can use it in the same way as milk.
Okay.
But it's not the same nutritionally, no. So if we look at milk, we've got very good sources of calcium.
Okay.
Now, these alternative milks are not as high in calcium.
Okay.
A lot of the time they are fortified, so they will have added calcium into the product, so they do give some calcium. But yesterday I quickly in the shops looked at all the brands and none of them got to the same level of calcium per cup.
Okay.
Soy has the best calcium of all of the other alternatives. But look at labels, look at the ingredient list, look at if they've got calcium listed, then that'll always give you an idea because different products, different brands make
so
them
even
slightly
though
differently.
So even though you might be looking at the base ingredients, sometimes there might be that added nutrition, and that's something you want to look at to see, is it ticking the box in terms of the health requirements that I need, right?
The other really important one is why I often promote or suggest people have milk is the protein.
Of course,
it's an energy food together with protein, which really helps to get the blood sugars stable. And these milks generally don't contain protein. Again, the exception is soy. Does have protein in it and will give a decent amount of protein, but the others are actually very small amounts of protein. And the reason for that is look at the ingredients list. How much almond is actually in the almond milk? It's between 2 and 4%. So even though almonds are a very good source of protein, in the milk, you're not going to get
What's
that.
generally making up the rest of the mass then? Is
water.
Oh.
Very first ingredient of all of them is water.
Wow,
so
okay.
That's why they are okay to use. They're absolutely fine, but they don't give the same nutritional value.
This makes absolute sense. It's more like a hint of something being added to the overall substance itself, right?
Yes.
But things are a little bit different when we're talking about LAC's lactose-free milk, right?
Correct.
Is this something that if someone is using CLOVER's LAC lactose-free milk, if they have an intolerance, are they able to still get nutrition like calcium? You mentioned things like vitamin D as well, which we weren't getting from other milks. Are we getting it in this dairy-free option?
Yes. Yes. So the lactose.
Hang on, wait.
So it's
You're
not
saying
a
yes.
dairy-free.
Can we just celebrate that for a moment, okay? Because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the lactose-free option is milk. You're still basing it on the same product. So it's still got the same protein, the same calcium, the same vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin B12, phosphorus, all of those lovely vitamins. It just has the enzyme added to it so that your body doesn't need to do the digestion of the lactose.
Brilliant.
Which is what those people with lactose intolerance can't do.
So in theory, I would probably get the closest experience and possibly not even know the difference in the experience between milk and something like CLOVER's LAC option because of exactly that.
Correct.
This is brilliant. This makes absolute sense. I think people aren't even aware of this. Now that they do know, I think they might even kick some of the other alternatives and go straight
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Nutritionally, going for lactose-free would be my first option for someone with lactose intolerance. So if someone is lactose intolerant, I'd still say, please try and get the milk in. Let's try lactose-free and see if that works in your body.
So definite recommendations coming from someone like a dietitian like yourself. You giving this that stamp of approval as well.
100%.
I love it. I love the fact that it is ticking so many boxes, and for so many people that I know, especially right now, that have this lactose intolerance.
Yes.
They can celebrate again. They can dive into this world of dairy and
Yeah.
not have all the negative results, but still tick all those boxes in nutrition, in taste and
Taste
quality.
as well.
So, oh, come on. Now, I've had the opportunity and the blessed opportunity of already tasting this. So I know it is so similar. Almost, I can't even tell the difference.
No.
It literally tastes like milk to me. So thank you for coming through. I think we really are debunking a lot when it comes to this world of dairy. And for many people that had no idea, they're going to be celebrating thanks to you, Kim. So I can't be more grateful enough. And a reminder to you, Mzansi, if you do suffer from lactose intolerance, you do not need to cut out your dairy because there are many alternatives available, like Clover's No-Lac lactose-free milk, which still has all the same dairy goodness, like you just heard, that you know and love, but none of the awful side effects. So I'm dancing, I'm celebrating this one, and that's because freedom is just a sip away. I love what you've done. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Can I have a sip now, actually?
Say goodbye to nausea and cramps and say hello to delicious freedom with No-Lac's range of lactose-free milk and yogurt. Be free with lactose-free.